Hey guys, it's Audra and welcome back to 365 Projects. It is May 1st, so that means it is day one of Readathon, which was created by Cindy from Read with Cindy, and I'll put all the other hosts down there. And because it's May 1st, because it's Readathon, I'm naturally doing my TBR right now. It is 5:30 on the first day, no big deal. But I'm last minute kind of person, and this is what we're gonna do. I have my chicken scratch notes because I went through all of the things and all of the books and all of the lists and found out the ones that I had already at my disposal that I've been wanting to get to like this month anyway. And so it's a perfect time to just dig into all of these books and make this month dedicated to just Asian literature, just like we did with Blackathon. I did all books by Black authors and Black protagonists. I'm going to do the same thing this month and stick with the Asian literature. So let's just get into the challenge, and the first one is one by an Asian author. Now this can be from any of the ethnicities, and part of the overall arc of this entire readathon is that with each challenge you have to choose a different ethnicity. So I just chose one, and for that I'm going to go with the Taiwanese author, because I will be reading, finally, The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. This is a big chunky book. I do have the audio book. I have been wanting to read this because I know it is about grief. So this girl has lost her mother. She thinks her mother has turned into a bird, and she goes to seek and find her. So not normally my wheelhouse, magical realism, but I'm definitely willing to give it a try because of the subtopic of grief, and also for this readathon, I've heard nothing but great things about this particular author. So it's time to finally read that one. The second challenge is to read a graphic novel, and for this, my book will be My Beijing, 4 Stories of Everyday Wonder, and I actually just hauled this one, which is crazy. This is a graphic novel of a little girl that explores, sorry, you can't see that, there you go, explores China with her grandfather. I think you just saw Plumber's butt somewhere in there, but this is a really cute children's graphic novel. The third challenge is for intersectionality, which just means like not only is there diversity in the fact that there's an Asian character or an Asian author, but there's other sorts of representation within those people. So whether it's LGBTQI+, religion, disabilities, all those kinds of things, finding one, which any of these books I think could really attribute to that characteristic. But I started a book the other night that I could not sleep at midnight, and which is not good because I get up at 5. And so I already started 2 chapters and haven't touched it since, so I'm going to continue. You have obviously Asian and then religious rep in this book, as it is an internment camp for Muslims. So this is by Samir Ahmed. I've heard nothing but outstanding things. I know it's going to break me, but I cannot wait to get through that one. The fourth challenge is to read a book in a native language. So it's going to be a translated work that's been translated to English because that is the only language I am fluent in. But I accidentally came across this book at the library today when I was picking up at a ridiculous amount of holds. And this is called The Dark Maidens. It is a story written by Rikiko Akoshi, and this is a Japanese author, but it was translated into English. And I figured it would be a manga because I am ignorant and thought that's what that cover would be. It's not. It is a story I've never heard of. It's about a prestigious girls' school, and a student has died, and they are like trying to solve her murder. And it says it's a gripping murder mystery, and everyone has their own motivations and the version of the truth. It sounds really good. It's actually really short, and so I'm excited that I accidentally ran into this. And because I don't know a whole lot of translated works, it's not something that I'm well versed in. And I am definitely going to look into the other lists. So the Google Doc, I'm going to list that down there. I'm going to look into all the other ones and see if there's any more synopsis that sound good, and to check into those as well. The next one is to read the group book, and that is 1,000 Beginnings and Endings. And this is a compilation of different retellings of Asian myths and legends put together by Ellen O and I guess Elise Chapman, or Elsie Chapman, sorry. But this also has a lot of diversity in covering different facets of ethnicities of the Asian culture in this as well. So in 4.5 weeks, I need to get through these books, and I honestly think I can do that with a lot of ease. I do listen to a lot of audiobooks, and so I will be listening and enjoying more Asian books than just these. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. Priority will be reading The Bride Test that just popped up on Book of the Month, and it's on its way already because I definitely wanted to read that one. It is after The Kiss Quotient. I believe it has some of the same characters. Loved that book. Can't wait to read that one. And then also Little Fires Everywhere. I cannot believe I have not read this yet. This is, I believe, contemporary fiction surrounding an adoption. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But May 16th, Celeste Ng is going to be here in Kansas City, like a mile and a half from my house. Unfortunately, it is the night of another book club for school that we have, but I'm still going to try to like sneak in and meet her and get her to sign this. But I do want to read it first before I meet her. So some other honorable mentions that I would like to get through this month. I have a few middle grades that I already had. Half a World Away. This is about a little boy who's adopted from Kazakhstan, and his family is getting ready to adopt another child, and he is really struggling with that. Like, why isn't he enough? So I'm going to read that one, hopefully. Whoops. Celia Jenkins, future author extraordinaire. Like it says from the get-go on the front cover, she is 50% Chinese, 50% Caucasian, and 100% destined for literary greatness. This looks super cute. It's actually a series now, so I need to get to that one. And then The Bridge Home. I do not know much about this at all. It is short, but teachers that I trust their opinions on diverse reads, for sure, have really raved about this one. It's like a survival story with a group of young Indian children. All right. Then other YA books that you all have heard of before that I would like to get to also. Love, Hate, and Other Filters, also by Samir Ahmed. We have Saints and Misfits by S.K. Ali. The Beauty of the Moment, Tanaz Bathina. Darius the Great is Not Okay by Adib Khorram. I want to get to this one. He's also from Kansas City. A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tara Muffy. And then a set of adult books I'd like to get to. The House of Hidden Mothers. This one is about the surrogacy industry in India, which I'm fascinated by fertility because I've had to deal with that going through chemo and whatnot. But I'm fascinated by that. Want to get to it. The Leavers by Lisa Coe. I met her. I need to actually read the book. A Tale for the Time Being, Saja's favorite book. We have Rainbirds, another book of the month, as well as The Night Tiger, book of the month. So there you have the books for my challenges. You have extra books that I plan to read throughout the month. I may even pick up some more. Who knows? Stay tuned for maybe a vlog. We'll see. Don't do the best with month-long readathons, but I am sure going to try. But I'm strictly going to stick with the Asian literature, whether it's the characters or the author. I really believe in own voices, so I'm sure it's just going to be the authors only. But I am definitely going to go and hunt for more audiobooks and get this month going, because there are some of these books in here I'm like, how have I waited this long to read? That needs to be fixed, and it needs to start today. So I'm going to go start reading. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.